Hello my dear legends and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is TC Mayon aka Mike. Today we are in the tier 8 Italian battleship Marco Polo on the map called Haven, or in German it is called Zuflucht. Let's look at our build at first. So we got aiming systems, we got the prop mod, we got the concealment mod, and last but not least we got the main battery reload mod. I also decided to go for the SAP shells because this is what makes Marco Polo unique, and as you know me, I like to do the things with the ships that actually makes them unique. So Mr. Angelo Iacchino at the helm. This is an accuracy and reload focused build for the ship, so she can slap. And that's exactly what Marco Polo likes to do, and that's what I like to do, right? Slap the battleships, slap other ships around. That's why I also decided to go for gyrating drill bits, giving up a little speed, but upping the AP max damage. So you see we have some very nice damage in the SAP and AP department, and have our reload at 28.1 seconds. If I would have picked the against the SAP shells, I would have HE shells instead, and that would improve the reload to I think 24.6 seconds, so like 3.4 seconds lower. But you know what, I told you, right? I like to go with the things that make the ships unique, so that's why I went with the SAP. So we are on the right flank of Haven. We see the defense is still asleep. Now he starts waking up, and we got a Yamato, so I figured, hey, we got a defense, we got a... It's an ugly ship, I know, right? You're right, you're absolutely right. And we also got Yamato, so we have some firepower here, so we can make stuff happen. So immediately I turn to the right and sail off into the sunset to create some nice crossfires. Because, as you know, I don't like to be in the same grid square as friendly or allied battleships are, so we can really work the crossfires. This is what we only can do if we are in different grid squares, right? So, but already on the minimap, I notice, hey, these guys are sailing away. This is actually not what my plan was. So I'm like, what's happening with you guys? Where are you going? So I thought maybe they're just going to the center, right? And want to play the center. So still, I would have a nice crossfire. But as you see, I'm taking my time and I'm just pinging the guys, hey, come back. Because I didn't have a good feeling seeing all this, right? My spidey senses were tingling. So I was a bit, you know... So you look at those guys in the middle, clumping up, so there must be some highly gravitational object pulling them all in, right? Or it's cold for them, they just want to cuddle, I don't know. I never heard of warships captains wanting to cuddle, but you see my frustration mounting up. I'm like, hey, get the hell back. What the hell are you doing? What is it? And so we gotta focus on what we do, right? Because you can't rely on the other players. I'm sorry, yeah. So... At first I thought, okay, I stick around a bit on this flank and let's see what gets spotted, right? So if we have some nice broadsides, then we shoot. And if not, we keep silent for the moment, because there are no destroyers. So it depends who is spotting whom first. So there's a Yamato. This is actually the most dangerous gun we can be facing. And Marco Polo has some very good armor. It has a 32mm bow, it has some very nice side armor. If you angle her, you can bounce the Yamato shells, but if you show broadside, you're a goner, right? So you don't want that. So right now I keep it calm for a second and just wait what is showing itself. Because as you know, and as you see in the team lineup, there are plenty of cruisers. And Marco Polo likes to snack cruisers, so I thought maybe a few of these cruisers are sailing around on my side. And so far, apparently they are not, or they are not spotted yet. So I decided now to move up a little bit, because the guys that are huddling together in the center, they are not showing any signs of doing anything different. So I thought, okay, I might split away from them to make something happen. And Marco Polo has this nice consumable, it's called the rolling smoke. You know, it's the third consumable from the left. And, you know, this is my get out of jail free card. So whenever I get spotted and I feel like, it's getting too hot over here, it's getting hot in her, then I'm just hitting the rolling smoke and getting the hell out of here. But so far this is not happening, and I could take this shot at the Giuseppe Verdi without getting spotted, because she was spotted by my team and I am behind the island, see? So this is also a huge tell to me at this moment. Shooting at the Giuseppe and not being spotted you know, because there was no ship in the vicinity having sightlines to me. So at this point of time, either it was this point of time or slightly earlier, I counted the ships on the minimap and I found out like, hey, all 9 ships had been spotted. So actually I know where everyone is. So no one can surprise me, right? This is the logical conclusion. So I can move up and let's see if I can ambush some people here, right? And this is exactly what I'm planning to do. So if you look at the minimap, I'm pretty isolated. Yes, but I could be the hammer to the anvil. And the anvil is that huge clump of ships that are performing a huge winning play. It's not a winning play, but let's pretend it is, right? To not hurt their feelings. So, and I can be the hammer to this anvil. And you see, the Giuseppe Verdi is totally unaware that I'm here. That's why I didn't want to shoot my guns early and get myself spotted, because it would have ruined the moment of surprise. And if I like to do anything in this game, then it is surprising people and then smacking the holy ever-loving crap out of the ship. So Giuseppe Verdi doesn't know I'm here, and right now I'm hitting the smoke a little bit premature, but I'm also hitting the plane, and kaboom! Yeah, there we go! The plan is working out, and we have 45,000 damage right off the bat. Another white bar generator, right, that we are pulling off, and I like to pull off these things. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, actually pulling the smoke was a little bit, you know, premature. I shouldn't have done that. Now Giuseppe Verdi is like, I need to use my radar. Since the guy is not spotted. Yeah, I was spotted, right? I'm shooting my guns in my smoke, and Marco Polo's smoke firing penalty is huge. So it didn't make sense, but who am I complaining, right? I used my smoke and it didn't make sense. So never mind. So Giuseppe Verdi's gone. Very nice. And to be honest, I was kind of angry with my team already, because I felt like they are starting with losing play after losing play right off the bat. And if it starts like this, then this is usually this kind of match that they are clumping up to feel safe, but for some reason, they still find a way to lose the ships, and in the end you lose, you know, because you're losing more ships than the enemy. And don't ask me how this is possible, but this is just what happens sometimes. So I thought to myself, okay, I try to make something happen here, and I can be flanking. And as you see, we have 2 more customers right there, like behind these islands, and it's a battleship. It must be the Yamato, right? And we lose another ship. Good job. And a cruiser. So going down to quarter speed and just checking what's going on. Like checking where are the guns facing from Yamato. Yeah, facing the other direction. So sounding my horn, so if anyone pays attention, they might know that I'm charging in. So, and taking the side of Yamato. So we want to wait for the perfect shot, right? We don't want to clip the island. And we're going to shoot the Yamato first, because he is the bigger threat to us. I don't mind the cruiser. So Yamato doesn't know we're here. There's the salvo and perfect dispersion and kaboomski, yeah? Another one. The trick is working already twice, and now Yamato's getting all angry and worked up. So we gotta angle our ship, because he can shoot us straight through the bow. So angling works, do you see? The side armor of Marco Polo, as I said, if you angle it nice, even Yamato shells are gonna bounce and you don't feel much. So now Yamato's getting it, we just need 1 turret and to finish him off. So now we can focus on the Drake, but I was a little disappointed that he ducked behind the island. But never mind, right? We are already at 115k damage. Moving along and now speeding up, because we have to assume that the Drake actually warped into our direction. So we just want to have 1 more salvo, another Citadel, very nice. Actually can be happy that he's still alive, because as far as I know his side armor is not too impressive, but doesn't matter, right? Another Citadel, and then you see how nicely the gyrating drill bits perk is working for us, because with all these Citadels we get AP max damage, and if we have a higher AP max damage thanks to the drill bits, then we are actually slapping harder. And if there's one thing I like to do when I get those broadsides, is slapping as hard as I can, right? So let's go. So we are working this flank, and we helped, or we actually I would say we were the protagonist, if this is the right word, in actually rolling up this enemy flank. And yeah, I'm not super happy with the team right there, like all clumping up. And now they get the courage, like, oh, we are winning, man. It's not cold anymore, right? So the cuddling was enough. Now it's warm. Now we can move up. We have a clear advantage. Let's use the firepower. Yeah. Sorry for being so sarcastic, but sometimes I'm not sure how these people get to the highest tiers and they don't know what they're doing. No basic concept. But as I always say, you gotta make the best out of it. And there's the next one. Let's see if we can pull out the trick a third time and smack another ship. Michelangelo, we line it up, we aim. Boom, there's another citadel. But to be honest, I wonder where the 4 bounces and 2 shadows come from, because I thought the angle was actually good, but apparently it wasn't, right? Not good enough, I guess. But it's no problem. So we have the smoke. Michelangelo will disappear behind the island, so that should make us go dark. There we are dark, and Michelangelo is now broadside to the rest of our team, getting it in the process, so we can now sail ourselves away from the Michelangelo and make ourselves skinny, right? Because I assumed he would have torped. And here I'm zooming in and out on the Des Moines to see if he starts moving. That's why I was patient with my shooting, right? Like turret by turret, because the way he was sitting just in the water, sitting still, I assumed as soon as he sees my shots, he will speed up. So I did not want to invest the whole salvo right away. So it turns out it was the right decision. We damaged him a little bit, right? Or quite good, actually, I think. So there's not much left of him. And he likes to dodge, bob and weave, you see that? So that's why I'm patient with my shooting. Now switching to the sap, because his angle is in a way that now we just need to cough at him once. And as you know, sap shells, they have like very, very, very good angles. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just shooting at him once, hopefully hit him, and then he's gone. And actually what we can do, they're telling me to do something, you see, and I just told them like, nah man, set a smoke screen, which is the equivalent of like, surf yourself, right? I'm not helping you now. So 1 turret here, and maybe we can line up a double strike. Let's see, we aim at the Michelangelo. Oh, unfortunate. But we got another one, right? So it's nice, it's good. So I definitely gotta say this was a fun match, because the plan all worked out. Now you see it all working out, right, in hindsight. But in this moment, when I was by myself on the flank, I was deciding, like, do I shoot? Do I push up? Should I turn around? If I get caught, if I get surprised, then I'm all alone, right? So you have to be careful. That's for sure. But as I said, Marco Polo is a ship that can do these things easier, because you have the rolling smoke. So that helps you to get out, and you have the speed. Even with gyrating drill bits, we are above 30 knots max speed. So we can get out of harm's way if there's anything going down, going south. So now we got the defense and pulling the smoke, just waiting for a good shot, getting another heal because we're almost dead, right? So let's see if we get like a nice broadside. Turning my guns to the left and turning my ship to the right. Throw him off a little bit, because he saw me going more to the left, so I want to move around and go to the right. So there he opens up the angle for us, as he wants to point his bow to the team. I wanted to line him up and shoot, but now they, as I said, they got all courageous and got him. So I think we could have even gotten 200k or something, but this was a nice round, man. And this is exactly what I like to do with Marco Polo. You can flank and spank, you can surprise people, but you gotta have the patience, and you also gotta have the luck, right? You also gotta have the opponents not paying attention sometimes. So that was a good match. That was good fun. So if you like it, hit the thumbs up, and see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. I am Mike, and you are legends. See you soon. Bye bye.